Ah, man, this feels weird. This feels so weird. Okay, how do I do this live streaming thing again? Make sure everything's set up correctly. We got 0 people in here. You love to see it. You love to see it. My shit is gone, bro. Ooh, I just got demonetized. That's tough. What's good, Maru? Got my boy Maru in the cut. You love to see it. That's not bald, my guy. You still got hair. No, 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 no. Let me tell you something, bro. If I show you the top of my head and you can see my scalp, I'm bald. If you can see my scalp at the top, I am bald. I am 100% bald, bro. Nah, not bald enough. This is about as low as I'm ever gonna go, bro. This is about as low as I'm ever gonna go. To me, this is bald. Dude, you gotta go fully bald. Look, okay, if you want me to go skin bald, I'm talking about Michael Jordan, Tyrese bald. You gotta, let me see, what type of stipulation do we need? Y'all gotta get me to 1 million subscribers, bro, by the end of the year. That's the only way it's gonna happen. That's the only way it's gonna happen. You look handsome, Jordan. I appreciate you, Lincoln. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love, bro. Bro, this feels so weird. I haven't done a live stream in like 2 weeks. This is crazy. Shave it right now. I literally just did, bro. I went to the barber yesterday, and my man got me right, bro. Let me give you guys the quick little 360 view. Hold on, I gotta squat down. That's that 360 view, little panoramic view. Love to see it. What's good, Chels? Restart the waves again? No, I'm not doing waves. I'm not doing curls. I'm not doing braids. This is what you guys are going to see for probably the next year, bro, at least. At the very least. Let's see. Go back to the curls? No. The curls are for sure done, bro. The curls are 100% done. Waves are not going to happen either. I'm just going to stick with the buzz cut, bro. I'm just going to stay bald for the next year or whatever. For the foreseeable future. This man said not bald enough. Y'all are wilding, bro. Y'all are wilding. Like I said, I am bald, bro. I am bald. As far as I'm concerned, I'm bald. Man's going full monk mode. Pretty much. Pretty much. Why cut it? So I have a few different reasons why I cut it, but I'm going to get into that later in the stream. Baldy in the building. You already know, bruh. Shout out to my boy Cedric, man. Shout out to Cedric. Published author. You love to see it. Why'd you cut it? I thought you were growing curls again. I'm going to get into that probably in a few minutes. This man said Buddha head. What the fuck? What happened to the talent show? We're going to do that either next week or the week after. I have to get back in the flow of streaming before I try to put on some type of event like that. Because it's been a little while since I streamed. You guys probably don't know this, but I've been taking a break from YouTube for pretty much the past week. I think I filmed maybe 2 videos this last week. 2 videos. One of them was spur of the moment and one of them was a sponsored video. So I had like a deadline to adhere to. But I've been taking a break from YouTube, bro. Like I haven't even been opening the app. I just been focusing on my book. I've been reading a lot, working out, and just living life. Just really trying to find what I need to find independently of YouTube. This man said, "Where's the talent show at? I've been waiting 168 hours and 5 minutes." I want to plan it better too because I feel like I just kind of did it on the spot, and I want people to actually be prepared for it. Hey Jordan, can you meditate with your eyes open? Yes. I mean, here's the thing, man. I feel like when you reach a certain point, you your life becomes a meditation. You become a walking, living, breathing meditation. This man said, "Are you balding?" I mean, I don't think so. My hair has always been kind of thin in certain areas, but like, I don't know. Like I said, man, this is what we're rocking with for the next, just the foreseeable future. For the foreseeable future. Why not curls? Curls are way too much maintenance, bro. Even the little curls that I had a couple weeks ago, I shaved my head like 2 weeks ago, but you guys didn't know because I was just wearing hats every single video. But what was I even just talking about? Oh yeah, curls are way too much maintenance, bro. Those little curls that I had, it was just too much. It's like, for what? Like what? Like what's the point? You just reduced your chances of getting respectable queens. Funny enough, I've noticed a lot more women looking at me ever since I shaved my head. I don't know why, but the whole point, look, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you guys why I cut my hair. There are a few reasons why. All right, so number one is just practicality. I wanted to have a haircut that was as low maintenance as humanly possible. And to me, next to being bald, this right here is the best I could do, okay? Um, I just wanted to not have to worry about that anymore. So, and it's worked for sure. But also, I just wanted to focus on myself. Okay, this is what I call the focus on myself cut. Because in my mind, if I shave my head, I'm not getting any types of women, bro. Like that shit is not gonna happen. So it kind of forces me to just lock in on myself and focus on my own endeavors as opposed to focusing on women and dating and things like that. Because when you have waves or when you have curls, it's dangerous, bro. Like you got too much power. So I had to kind of dumb myself down a little bit and say, all right, we need to focus on ourselves and just get in the gym, focus on YouTube, focus on my book, so on and so forth. But the deeper reason why I cut my hair is because I just been going through it, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I've been going through it, and my hair was just one thing that I felt like if I could just not worry about that, that would alleviate at least some of the stress in my life. So let me fill you guys in on where I'm at in my life right now, bro. I'm give you guys a quick little life update because I've been pretty transparent recently with where I've been mentally and everything, but I feel like I haven't really been as open about my actual life situation, like the decisions that I'm facing. So let me just explain it like this. Okay, today is September 17th. It is September 17th. I have about 2 days to decide whether or not I'm going to re-up the lease for my apartment. Now, it seems like a pretty insubstantial decision, but it's actually a really, really major decision that I'm making. Because if I stay at this apartment, then I'm basically betting on myself. I'm basically betting on myself and saying that, okay, the sponsorships that I've lost, I'll be able to get more. I'll be able to get those back, or I'll be able to just find something else, find some other stream of income that's related to YouTube and or writing, and I'll be able to kind of make up that difference. Because if I'm keeping it real with you guys right now, financially, shit does not look too promising for me. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But the thing with YouTube is that things can change very quickly, very, very quickly. I mean, that's how I was able to move out in the first place. It's my income like quadrupled overnight, pretty much. So I feel like if I stay in my apartment, that will give me the space to create higher quality content and also just do more introspection so that I can go deeper into the content that I make and my writing as well. But then from a financial perspective, it puts a lot of extra pressure and stress on me that isn't really necessary because the alternative to living on my own is going back with my parents. Now, believe me when I tell you that pride is not a factor in this decision. Okay, I am 100% willing to put my pride to the side, go live with my parents, stack my bread up, all of that. The problem is that now that I've gotten a taste of living on my own and being able to create whenever I want and just having the space and the solitude to really be myself at all times, that's something that I don't want to give up. So it's kind of it's really been weighing on me for probably the last couple of months, I would say. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now, bro. So for me, cutting my hair, it was just a way of, it's just one less thing to worry about. At this point, I'm at that point where I'm just trying to control whatever I can control. So I've been in the gym really heavy. I gained like 10 pounds in the past couple months. Like I said, I cut my hair. I've been focusing on my book, been making videos, things like that. Just trying to control what I can control. But I'm at that point where the best way I can explain it is, imagine if you're walking down your path, right? The path of life. And you reach a fork in the road. And regardless of whether you go left or right at the fork in the road, you have to jump off of a cliff. Both of the pathways lead you to a cliff, and you have to jump off the cliff. That's pretty much how I feel right now. I feel like no matter what I do, it's a leap of faith. Because I know deep down that if I move back in with my parents, I'm probably just gonna I'm gonna lock in on writing a lot more than I will YouTube. Because I don't like making videos with other people around me. I lose my focus. But when it comes to writing, I don't know. It's just a different vibe because I don't really need the same type of space to write, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel, man. And I feel like with me, when I said I was growing my hair back out, I didn't really peep this at the time, but I feel like my mind's defense mechanism against having to make that decision between which way I'm going to go, my coping mechanism was to start moving backwards. It's like, okay, let me go back to where I've already been because I know that path is at the very least safe. And so that's when I started relapsing on NoFap. I started growing my hair back out. And I kind of had this epiphany that I'm low-key becoming my younger self again. I'm regressing. I felt like I was regressing. And obviously my whole brand, and not just my brand, but my way of life on and off camera is predicated on self-development, on growth, on progress. So for me to be regressing, that's not a good feeling. And so I had to take drastic action, hence cutting my hair, the dome. But that's pretty much the long and short of it. Ironically though, I know I said that I was doing, like a big part of me doing this was to kind of focus on myself more and not really think about women like that or not really think about dating. Because believe me when I tell you, that's the least of my concerns right now. I am not even thinking about dating at the moment. I don't have it in me. But I actually kind of like it though. On the low, man, I kind of like the buzz cut, man. I wasn't expecting to like it, but I do. I don't know why. Maybe my palate has changed. My palate has changed. The man said, bro, head look like my kneecap. That's why you got a black profile picture. Did you grow your curls and realize you didn't look the same as before or something? No, they look the same as they did before. They might have looked even better, but I don't know. I'm probably way behind in chat now. I am. I'm about 8 minutes behind. What cologne do you use? I don't use cologne. Bryce Wilson. Hey, man, shout out to Bryce Wilson, bro. Real shit, man. I'm going to keep it real with y'all, bro. Bryce has helped me get through some very difficult times in my life, bro. Whether he knows it or not, he's the person that I hang out with the most nowadays. And he has definitely helped me get through some very difficult times. Bro told his barber to bald me up. Bro, I went to the barber and basically just said, I'm trying to focus on myself. He said, I got you. This is what I got, bro. This is what I got. He said they're looking because they're confused. No, bro. Damn, that profile picture is crazy. No, bro. I'm talking about, there's a difference between looking and like looking, bro. I'm talking about looking me directly in my eyes and sustaining that eye contact and giving me that little like size up. Like, you know when they look at you and they turn their head? Like they turn their head and like they give you that little smirk. I said, I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm not available. I'm in a relationship with myself and my purpose. Glass. I think you just gotta shave the chin. Okay, I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about shaving this. The only reason why I ever grew my facial hair to begin with, I don't think you guys understand that I look, without this right here, I look like I'm 17, bro. I look like, especially with this cut right here, I look like I'm about 17 years old, 18 at most, bro. Before I grew my facial hair, people used to ask me what grade I was in. I was like, bro, I'm in my 20s. I graduated 2 years ago. Like, that's crazy. At the time, anyways. I've been growing my facial hair since like 2020. It's tough. His head relapsed. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. The braids were cool. Honestly, I did like the braids. I thought about growing my hair back out to get the braids, but I didn't want to grow my hair back out. That's the only reason why I didn't get them. How do you know whether or not you're mewing correctly? So basically, all you have to do is press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Just apply very, very light pressure against the roof of your mouth and keep your mouth closed. So I guess the best way you'll know is if you're breathing through your nose because you have no choice. Which days do you rest? Rest from what? Rest from the gym or rest from YouTube? Don't re-up the lease, bro. New chapter, new place, new experiences. The thing, okay, let me kind of add more context to that though. So just to talk numbers here, my lease right now, if I re-up it, it'll be about the same as it is now, about $1,300 after the fees and everything. Now, if I were to move back in with my parents, that would obviously be a much more economical decision. I'd be paying probably $400 a month or something like that to live with them. Um, the thing with that is the like the rent prices where I live have gone up a lot, bro. In that I cannot, like, for an apartment like mine, I won't be able to find anything like this for less than 1,500 a month, bro. So if I move back in with my parents and then move out again, I'm gonna be paying more than what I'm paying now. So that's kind of the risk on that end, because like I said, no matter which way I go, it's a leap of faith. So I have to bet on myself no matter what I do, which I think is a good thing. It's good for my personal growth and it's forcing me to be very, very present, but it's stressful as fuck, bro. When you're going through it, it's very fucking stressful. Get out of the US, you can stack bread and be a king in Mexico, Colombia, Brazil. So, bro, so I was talking on I was like video chatting with my friend from the Netherlands, right? And we were, like I said, it was a video chat, so she passed by these apartments. And I was like, "Wow, those apartments look kind of nice. How much are they? Or how much do you think they are?" And she told me that they're probably like 1,000 euros a month. I was like, what the fuck? So I looked at the conversion and it's pretty much an equal conversion. So then I started looking at apartments over there, and bro, I'm seeing apartments for like $800 a month over there, bro. Nice apartments. Apartments that are just as nice as mine for 800 a month. Believe me when I tell you, bro, that I have definitely been considering it. If I might just pop out and move to the Netherlands or something, bro. You never know. You never know. Will you move to a cheaper place? That's the problem. I can't find a cheaper place. I was actually looking to downsize. There was this other apartment complex that they had studio apartments there. Okay, and it's closer to everywhere that I like to hang out. So I figured it'll save me money on gas, it'll save me money on tolls, and it would presumably be cheaper because it's smaller. A studio apartment. Bro, they are charging $1,700 for a studio apartment. I never even responded to their email, bro. I said, miss me with that shit. You got me messed up. So and it's not even just rent, bro. Everything, it's probably like this everywhere, at least in America anyways. But bro, shit is just getting expensive. Like everything, bro. Food, haircuts are going for like, bro, I'm paying $35 a week for a haircut, bro. $35. When I first started going to this barber shop, I was paying like $15, bro. I've tried to find a cheaper one. I couldn't. Unless I go to fucking Sports Clips or somewhere like that. It's like, bro, this shit is just ridiculous. It's tough, bro. Yo, barber did you good? I mean, it's hard to mess up like a buzz cut, bro. It's really, really hard to mess up a buzz cut. He gave me exactly what I asked him for. I'll say that. What are your plans on YouTube content-wise? I mean, pretty much what you guys have been seeing. Just a lot of talking head videos. I feel like that's where I'm the most in my element. So, yeah, I'm gonna just speak my truth, man. Like that's kind of where I'm at. I'm gonna get back to like the daily uploads, the daily long form uploads very, very soon. It's just right now I'm really locked in on my book, and I'm pretty much done with my book, bro. I'm just about done with it. I'm almost done. I thought I was done before, but I was so focused on YouTube that I was like letting a lot of shit slide that I shouldn't have let slide. So now, like this past week, I've been taking the time to go through each and every poem in that book and make sure that it is exactly how I want it, bro. 156 pages in that book, making sure that every single word is how I want it to be. So, and I'm almost done. I am almost done. I have about 20 pages left. What's your biggest insecurity? That's a good question. I feel like I'm at that point now where I don't want to say I don't have insecurities, but like I've learned to accept any insecurities that I have, so they're no longer insecurities. But I don't, do I have any insecurities? None that I could think of at the moment. I don't have any outstanding insecurities at this point in time, but if you were to do so, how would you approach the girls that look at you? I mean, you just walk up to them and start a conversation. Like, you got to understand, bro. When a girl is looking at you like that, like when she's giving you that type of look, if you go up and talk to her, it's basically yours for the taking at that point. It's yours for the taking. Literally, just be yourself. Just be yourself. Any advice on talking to women? I keep getting too nervous and not going up to them. Also, you look very nice with the haircut. I appreciate that. So when it comes to approaching women, I think I've said this before, man, but cold approaching isn't really my personal preference when it comes to talking to women or meeting women, just because I feel like it's too much of a crapshoot. You don't know who you're really talking to, and even if they portray a certain image, you won't really know whether or not that's the real them. But I would say if okay, let me you got to start off small. Start off now, that's probably hypocritical of me because the way that I started talking to women was through public interviews. Actually, no. A really good way to learn to talk to women or people in general is to go work retail. If you're a teenager asking that question, or if you're somebody who's unemployed or you're in a position where a retail job might be beneficial for you, go and work retail. You'll learn to talk to women, not just the customers, but the coworkers. I remember when I started working at PacSun when I was 18. Now that I look back on it, this is when I learned how to talk to women. When I was 18 years old, I worked at PacSun, and I made it a point to ask every single girl that I worked with for their Snapchat. Every single one of them. And I always got it every single time. And that's when I realized, oh, that's not that difficult. Like you can, I mean, you know. And then from there, if like let's say you get their Snapchat or something, your Instagram, whatever, or their number, then you could just work from there. Just start talking to them more and more frequently. I never actually tried to date any of those girls, but it was just something that I did for my own development, my own growth, just to get out of my comfort zone. What do you do on a rest day or off day? Like, are we talking about YouTube or working out? I'm assuming that you're talking about YouTube. I don't really take off days. Like when I take an off day from YouTube, it's usually for a reason. Because here's the thing, bro. The way my life is structured, I don't really hang out with people like that. I rarely go out with friends or anything like that. So, I mean, I run errands, maybe go grocery shopping, go to the gym, um, read, write. I don't really just do things. Like, my life isn't as exciting as a lot of you guys probably think it is. But for me, it's great though. Jordan, I'm turning 17 on Wednesday. Please, can I have a coaching call coupon? I want to talk to you. If you go on my website and sign up for my newsletter, it should give you a coupon. It'll give you a coupon code that you can use. It give you 25% off, I believe. Do you think renting is a waste of money if you can live with your parents? That's a good question. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. There have been times where I would think to myself, like, damn, what if I just stayed with my parents, bro? How much money would I have right now? And I try not to think about it too much because it's kind of saddening to think about. But bro, if I had stayed with my parents, I'd probably have like 60 bands just stashed away right now, just like in my account, just chilling, bro. Because when you live with your parents, I feel like you can't really spend that much money. Like there's only so much you can spend on, unless you're buying designer or stuff like that. But I mean, like when I lived with my parents, bro, I was going out to eat every day. I was, driving back and forth like an hour and back to my ex-girlfriend's place and things like that. And I was still stacking money like a motherfucker, bro. But at the same time, I feel like living on your own is an invaluable experience because the solitude and the peace of mind that comes with it, to me, that's worth the money that I've spent. It's a fair trade-off. That's the way that I see it. It's a fair trade-off. So it's kind of a win-win, but that's just me though. If you're somebody who needs to be around other people, then no. I don't think you should move out and live on your own. Actually, no, I think you should, but don't rush to do it. If you're somebody like me who really, really values solitude, then it's worth it. Renting is not a waste of money. I thought Texas was a good place to live financially. Shit, me too. I did too, bro. It was, bro. It was. Look, when I moved into this apartment, no, not when I moved into this apartment. When I signed the lease for this apartment, the base rent was $1,182, bro. $1,182 a month and some change for like the fees or whatever. Now the base rent, if you go on well, I'm not gonna say the name of my apartment, but they're starting at $1,400. Okay, so that's just a year and a few months that has gone up that much. It's just getting hectic out here, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Shit is getting hectic out here. Man said, that's California for you. No, this is Texas, bro. This is Texas. California. See, with California, though, you expect it because it's California. The weather is nice. You got the beach and everything. So at least you know what you're paying for. But out here, it's like we're just paying this money for what? like what are we getting for the money, bro? My barber is still 20. Mine is 25. If it's 20 or more, I'm leaving that. Bro, where do you guys live that you're paying 20 for a cut, bro? Because I was looking, bro. I was calling different shops. I could not find anything less than $30 a cut, bro. That's for a regular cut, bro. If you want to get some type of designs or anything, which that's not my style, but if you want to do something like that, they're charging you like 45, bro. Some of these places are charging 60. Learn how to cut your own hair. That is not something that I will be doing, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I tried cutting my hair one time. I took my, man, I had to be about 7 or 8 years old. I went in the bathroom and I took my sister's disposable razor and I tried to line myself up in the front. And I think what I did is like I moved my shit back here, but I left like the front, like I had a widow's peak. And then like the rest of it was just like a big ass gap. Boy, my fucking family fired my ass up, bro. They flamed me so hard. And I tried to cut my own eyebrows one time. I tried to put slits in my eyebrows. Think about that same time too, with another disposable razor. All from here outward was gone. It was just, I had like my eyebrows were like this, bro. My mom had to pencil them in for the next month. I'm scarred for life. I pay like $2 for a cut. Shit, must be nice. What's the most romantic thing you've done for a girl? That's a good question. That's a good question. Now you guys gotta understand, man. I do love the women. Like I said, I'm focusing on myself at this current chapter, this current season of my life. But Jordan does love the women. So the most romantic thing that I remember doing, I feel like romance is so subjective though, because I used to like buy flowers and shit like that. Um, I don't know. I feel like every date that I went on was romantic, but it was more like I guess the date that stands out would be one of the dates that I took my ex on. I think that was a pretty romantic date because I took her to this spot. It was like this really, really good view. It was this park with a really good view. You could see the sunset, and it was like there was like a hiking trail that went down. We never went down the hiking trail, but there was like this ledge that you could sit on, and we sat on the ledge and watched the sunset. I think that was when I kissed her for the first time too. So I would say that was probably the most romantic thing that I can remember, just off rip. But do more dilemmas videos, please. Oh man, I know. I've been terrible about that. I have been terrible about that. That's probably what I'm going to be doing a lot of moving forward, just because right now, like, first of all, I want to catch up on the dilemmas, but also I'm I don't know. I feel like a lot of my creative energy is being put toward my book, and dilemmas videos are a lot easier to make. So hold on real quick. I'm like not breathing properly or something. Apricot, I appreciate the donation. Hey Jordan, this girl I'm talking to doesn't know how to respond to flirting, but she's definitely interested in me. She got a lot of anxiety from bullying. How should I advance with her? If she doesn't know how to respond to flirting, just be more direct and upfront with her. Me personally, I'm not really much of a flirter myself. I'm more of a direct, just conversational type of person. So just have genuine conversations with her. Try to get her to open up to you. I mean, it seems like she already has if you know that she has anxiety from bullying. But just see if you can become like a safe space for her that she can confide in. I think that's something that anybody will appreciate. Jordan, if you're pressed for money, consider offering one-to-one coaching. You already have the audience and your niche. You just have to create a high-ticket offer that your core fans can buy. I do one-on-one coaching. I already do one-on-one coaching via my website. I have various levels of coaching too. So I have the live coaching, which is like the live consultation. If you don't want to pay for that, then I have the Wizio consultations, which is kind of like you send me your dilemma and then I send you a response within the week. I send you a private response within the week. And then I have the dilemmas videos, which are free. Granted, you have to wait like a few months, maybe like a year or something. Bro, hold on. I need some water. This man said, retail is a life hack. I've talked to mad women through my job. Easy cheeks. Now, I never took things that far, but I will say, bro, retail is the best possible job for a teenager, in my opinion. If you're a young dude, bro, go and work retail. Use the employee discount to build your drip. Use the drip to get some girls. And you got it, bro. Like that's just simple, bro. Simple. Jordan, besides brushing your teeth, do you use anything else to whiten your teeth? No, I don't. I used to use these little whitening strips, but then I realized that I don't really need them. Just brush your teeth, bro. Brush your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes each time. I try my hardest to level up by going to the gym, etc., but I'm made fun of at school because of that. I get called gay for wearing rings on my fingers for style. Any advice? So wait, hold on real quick. So people are making fun of you for going to the gym. Like, look, maybe I'm not perceiving that the right way, bro, but that's what I took from that. People are making fun of you for going to the gym. I don't know what school you go to, bro, but that's crazy. That is crazy, bro. But fuck it, bro. Like, look, people are. Here's the thing about life, bro. Let me give you guys a quick little life lesson, bro. No matter what you do, and no matter how you portray yourself to the world, not everyone's going to like you, bro. There's always going to be somebody out there who does not fuck with you, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, you can't please everyone, bro. Kendrick Lamar said it best. You can't please everybody. And you shouldn't try to please everybody. Focus on pleasing yourself. Pause. Focus on pleasing yourself by doing things that are in alignment with your authentic self. If you want to wear rings on your fingers, bro, wear rings on your fingers. If you want to go to the gym, go to the gym. If you want to wear a dress, bro, wear a dress. It's not anybody else's place to tell you what you can or should be or do. You said you're hesitating between keeping your apartment or living with your parents, but could you just find a cheaper apartment? That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't. The only way I could get a cheaper apartment from what I've seen is if I move to an apartment that is in a sketchy area. And given the fact that I'm driving a 2022 BMW, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. So the only way I'll be able to do that is if I get out of the car. And the only way I can get out of the car is if I pay that difference between the whatchamacallit, like the residual balance and the market, like the appraisal value, which last time I checked was $3,000. So I'd have to pay $3,000 and then another down payment to get into a new car, which would essentially cancel out any money I'd be saving by moving to a cheaper apartment. So basically, like I said, those are my only two options right now. Would you move overseas? Bro, when I saw that apartment in the Netherlands, bro, like, bro, my friend, she probably thought I was bullshitting, bro. I was dead serious, bro. I was so serious. I'll really move over there. I'll really move over there, bro. This man said, hey, man, time to live in the Beamer, bro. Bro, on some real shit, bro. I did think about living out my car before. I like, cause obviously, like, I could afford to live in an apartment, or like I said, just live with my parents. But I always thought living out of a car would be kind of cool, because if you live in the car, you can just travel wherever you want. So if I decide that I want to live in LA, I can go live in LA. If I decide that I want to live in New York, I can go live in New York. I can live wherever I want and just take my home with me. It sounds good in theory, but I know in practice that shit would probably be very, very stressful. This man said, Lil Bill looking ass. Bro, I'm about to, oh my God. Jordan, time to put the do-rag on, bro. Nope. Bro, let me tell you guys something, bro. I slept without a do-rag for the first time in 2 years, bro. I slept without any type of protective head covering, bonnet, do-rag. Slept with just my hair on the pillow. That shit was liberating, bro. That shit was like it was a spiritual experience. Can you do more live stream interviews, for example, with Cole Hastings? I'm definitely going to do more collabs in the future. And I'd definitely love to do a collab with Cole Hastings. I think with him, though, I'd rather do a collab in real life, given that we live in the same state. So it's just a matter of me taking that trip, I feel like. But like me and him, like, we have each other's number and everything. So we can definitely make something happen with that. It's just when the time's right. Is it a lack of consistency to not do anything if you're burnt out, or should I do some minimal on whatever I'm working on? I think it depends, bro. I feel like when it comes to creative endeavors, you should never force it. Never ever force that. But when it comes to things like the gym or things that are more black and white, I think you should do whatever you can. But when you're talking about burnout, that's probably pertaining to a creative endeavor. So know when to give yourself a break. Know when to walk away and just give yourself some space. How can I get over the fact that I'm doing most things in life alone while other people have their own circle? You have to learn to love your own company and stay true to yourself. That's something that I struggled with for a while, bro. Is like just like I said, I spend most of my time alone these days, but I've learned to love my own company. Like I don't get lonely anymore. Jordan, I'm living at home and I feel a lack of purpose. What can I do to get some money and purpose? So I have a video, another video coming out on purpose in the near future, and it's actually my whole paradigm on purpose has shifted. My whole paradigm on purpose has shifted. So just stay tuned for that video. I can't even explain it right now, bro. Just stay tuned for the video. I explained it much better there. It should probably come out. I might drop it tomorrow. Since you asked that, I might just go ahead and drop that video tomorrow. We'll see. Are you still vegan? If so, what do you think of going back to an animal-based diet? I am still vegan. I just dropped a what I eat in a day video like what? Probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. I've already cracked the code, bro. Hold on real quick. I got the Built Different oatmeal right here. I already cracked the code. I don't really see a reason to go back to animal products. I just like, it's not even a matter of like morality or anything. I just don't see a point at this point. Do you think commitment at a young age is a bad thing? Like 16 to 23? I've always been a relationship type of guy, but it just doesn't feel worth it when I barely got my shit together. I don't know, man. I'm 17. So this is something that me and my friend Bryce have talked about quite a bit. We both had this mindset that we want to wait until we get our shit together, and I feel like that's a mindset that a lot of men have. The problem is that when you have a growth mindset, which if you're watching this stream or if you watch my videos, you have a growth mindset. When are you ever gonna stop? Like, when are you ever going to stop and just be present in the relationship, right? So I feel like it's more a matter of being open to it, but not looking for it. That's kind of the balance that I found myself. I'm open to a relationship if it's with the right person, but I'm not looking for one at this point. I'm not on the dating apps. I'm not going out to the bars or anything. If I meet somebody in the flow of my life, I meet somebody in the flow of my life. Now, if I get to be like 35 years old or something and I'm still single, at that point, I might start kind of deviating a little bit and moving around, like moving with a little more intention. But there's nothing inherently wrong with committing at a young age. Because even if you commit at 35, for example, let's say you both live to be 80, you're not even halfway done with your life yet. So you're still going to grow a lot as a person in those next 45 years. There's never really a right time. I feel like every man should shave their head once. That low key is kind of a rite of passage, bro. I feel like that's one of those things, bro. At some point or another, you got to shave your head. You have to. And you also have to grow your hair out at least once, if your genetics allow for it. Ladarius, I appreciate the donations. That's a major flex, bro. That man donated $10 just to put a heart emoji, bro. That man got some bread, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for real. Jordan, have you ever thought to make dreads? It would be fire on you. I'm not going to lie. So before I got the braids last year, I was thinking about getting 2-strand twists, which is kind of like dreads, kind of. The only reason why I didn't do it is because they didn't last as long as the box braids. But that's too much maintenance, bro. Anything that requires maintenance is just like, I don't know. Like I said, that's not really, I don't want to focus on that right now. Hold on real quick, bro. I'm about to I had this oatmeal sitting right here the whole stream. This was low-key supposed to be a mukbang, bro. I haven't even been eating. Cutting your own hair is easy, bro, especially a simple buzz. It's not the buzz cut that I'm worried about. It's the fade and the lining that I'm worried about. That's the part where I just know I would fuck my shit up. Past the point of repairability. So that's not really a risk that I want to take. My homie Bryce cuts his own hair, but he told me that like it looks good now, but he told me that there were parts of like there were times where he had to wear hats and shit like that. I was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I like this girl in college, but know nothing about her. Not even her name and have nothing with her in common. How do I start a combo with her? Well, if you don't know anything about her, how do you know that you have nothing in common with her? You need to tell me. I need you to answer that question first. But even if, okay, the fact that you know her in college, you already have something in common. You're both in college, you go to the same college, and you're more than likely in the same age range. Do you iron your clothes? I do, but I prefer not to. This is why you guys see me wear wife beaters every single stream or every video. It's because you don't have to iron them. I hate ironing, bro. That's like one thing that I just do not like to do. This man said, have you considered taking steroids? That's crazy, bro. Y'all gotta understand, I'm the type of person, I don't even smoke weed, bro. I don't drink alcohol. There is absolutely no way that I would do, like, I feel like, it's not my place to say whether or not that's right or wrong. If you're a competitive bodybuilder or something, then you damn near have to take steroids. But for me personally, since I'm not looking to do that, I don't really see any upside at all. Like, there is no upside to me doing that. So I would actually rather eat animal products. I'd rather go back to consuming animal products than to do steroids. But like I said, I cracked the code, bro. I didn't crack the code. I got the diet down. I eat the same thing every day. Guaranteed gains every single time. Go and watch the What I Eat in a Day video that I just posted, bro. If you guys want to know what I've been eating. But we start off with the Built Different oatmeal. DZ Think, I appreciate the donation, man. You guys got to start saying stuff though, bro. When you guys donate, I need you to actually say something. Like, say what's up. You can shout out your Instagram, shout out your YouTube. Do something, bro. Shout out your homies. But I appreciate the donation though, bro. For real. Tips for getting more physical with girls. Oh, wait. Hold on real quick, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about with that, bro? What are we really asking? You got to elaborate on that, bro. I'm not going to answer that one until you elaborate. I need more context. Hey, Jordan, have you thought about getting a dog or any other companion? So I actually, bro, I really thought about adopting like a kitten. I wanted a cat. I like cats because cats take care of themselves. Dogs, you got to walk them and stuff like that. So I was going to get like a kitten, but I don't know, bro. I just like being alone. Like when I say I like being alone, I don't want pets. I don't want no girls at the crib. Like I don't want the homies at the crib. I just want to be by myself, bro. I don't want no goldfish. I don't want anything, bro. Just me. Just me. Sometimes I don't even want to watch TV or Netflix or anything, bro. No YouTube. I just want to lay there by myself and just bask in the solitude. Like I love being alone, bro. Is being an introvert a real thing or is it just social anxiety? A lot of people conflate introversion with social anxiety and they're not the same thing. I am as introverted as they come, bro. I am as introverted as they come. Believe me when I tell you that. But I don't have social anxiety, at least not anymore. There was a point in time when I used my introversion as kind of a mental crutch, as a coping mechanism, like a mental cope for not talking to people. But once I started working retail, I realized that was a skill you could develop. Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean that you can't talk to people. I'm cutting my hair next week. Myself, if I fuck up, I'm really going to be on demon time pissed off at everyone. You hate to see it, bro. Hey, if I were you, personally, I'd go to a barbershop, bro. You gotta know the scope of your own expertise. Like me, bro, I know that is not some shit that I need to be doing, bro. I remember that one stream where Jordan was wearing a turtleneck and that jacket. Everyone was like, Jordan's the type of guy to drink smart water or some shit like that. Bro, when winter hits again, you guys are gonna see me wearing them same clothes, bro. You guys are gonna see me wearing them same turtlenecks and those overcoats and all of that. Because that's all I have now. I got rid of all my other clothes. Physical, the fuck, dude. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I don't know what he's talking about with that. That man's trying to get me canceled. That's crazy, bro. I never go out of the house because I never have any motivation, but I do go with my dad to the arcade, etc. Do you have any tips to gain more motivation? You have to take action first. You have to take action first, bro. I feel like depression, like that's the thing, man. When it comes to being depressed, it's a very slippery slope because you're depressed, therefore you stay in the house all day. You stay in the house all day, therefore you're depressed, and the cycle continues. So you have to take that initiative while you have that level of awareness. So just make it an effort, make a conscious effort to leave the house every day, and I would say try to engage in physical activities if you can. Going to the gym, playing basketball, playing golf, whatever you like to do, but try to engage in physical activities. Jordan, I very recently found my why in life, but I'm not sure on how I can apply it to my goals and in finding my purpose. So, like I said, I'm gonna drop a video about purpose tomorrow. I'm gonna just go ahead and kind of summarize it right now. So, your purpose is not the thing that brings you fulfillment. That's your passion. Your purpose is the expression of the fulfillment that you already have within you through present moment awareness. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And like I said, if you want to know more about that, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Jordan, what do you think about the FTM process? What is FTM? What does that stand for? Do you think you would ever get a high top? No. 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 Like, are we talking about some like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type high top? Absolutely not. I did used to have something similar to that though. Just it was curly instead. Mmm. Hugging, stuff like that, and maybe a little more, but that's further down the road. I mean, bro, hug her. Like, okay, look, I understand. I understand, like, the fear associated with that. I remember, bro, I had this big mental blockage where I could not go for the kiss. I couldn't do it. I just could not do it. And then one day I did it. And then I realized, oh, that wasn't as crazy as I thought. It's really just, you got to get out your own way, bro. You got to let go of the fear. Acknowledge that the fear is there. Understand that the fear probably stems from some lack of a feeling that you're insufficient in some way, or a feeling of inadequacy or unlovability, and go from there. Once you acknowledge that, once you acknowledge your insecurities, a lot of times your insecurities, they diminish substantially, noticeably, and you're able to kind of find that courage to do what you need to do in that moment. But I don't know, bro. I feel like when it comes to hugs, though, girls tend to be more proactive. Like, they'll hug you. Like, that's usually what would happen when I would go on dates. Like, girls would hug me, and then I go for the kiss. But I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things that you got to get over the mental blockage. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? I've never actually sat there and watched an Andrew Tate video before. I never did it, bro. I never did it. But dogs protect you if there is an intruder. Cats won't do anything. What type of intruder would like that's not really something that I worry about where I live, bro. That's not something that I worry about, thankfully. And if anything, if somebody broke into my crib and I had a dog, I'm protecting the dog, bro. That's the thing. When I have pets, bro, I don't just see them as like accessories to my life. If I have a pet, that's like my best friend. Like I'll die for my pet type shit. So why do you think your views became very low? I don't really have a specific answer for that. I think it's just the ebbs and flows of YouTube. Because I've gone through chapters where my views would get low and then they'll just go high again. And they get low and high and low and high. So it's not really something that I really stress myself out about anymore. I used to stress out like a lot, bro. And obviously when it comes to like the money factor, that does play a part in that. But as far as like views, there's only so much you can do. Like here's the thing. If I wanted to, I know how to get views. Like I can get a lot of views per video because I know what people click on. But for me, that would be selling out. I'm not going to sell out to get more views because I'm not somebody who's controversial. I'm not somebody who likes to perpetuate drama. And I know that even though that would get me more views and thus more money, it wouldn't be in alignment with my integrity and my principles. So I would rather literally lose my YouTube career than to sell my soul or just be out of alignment with who I am. That's just me though. Not everyone's cut like that, and that's fine. Everyone has their own path. And some people are just naturally like that. Some people are naturally controversial, but for me, that's just not me, bro. It's not me, nor will it ever be me. When is a video coming out about how much you make with YouTube with 100K subs, or can you tell us right now? The reason why I always dodge this question is because my income fluctuates so much. Like there's no real answer for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, for example, a few months ago, I could have told you like, okay, like let's say, like, okay, back in July, I signed three new contracts, I think, with sponsors, right? So I could have given you an answer for how much I make just on average with all of those sponsors. But then the next month I lost one of them. And then the next month I lost another one. So it's like, there's no real, I can't answer that because I don't even know. I don't know how much I'm going to make next month. I don't know how much I made last month. I just stopped keeping track, bro, at this point. So that's the real reason why I always duck that question. I literally don't know. And then on top of that, a lot of my income comes from sponsorships. So, and I sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, which basically means that I can't say how much I make for the sponsorships. So it's kind of like a big gray area, bro. And then on top of that, like I get some money from live coaching calls. I get money from collabs and things like that. But I never know how many of those I'm going to get on a month-to-month basis. So my income is very, very highly unpredictable. Like there's no way for me to just assess like, oh, this is an average. I don't have an answer for that. If you want views, just make no-fap videos. No-fap is kind of the exception where I can just like make video. Like, okay, I'm going to give you guys an example. So I made the video, and I did this just to test my theory, bro. I made the video called Hamza was wrong about this, right? And you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I usually I don't use titles like that. But I wanted to do it just to show Just to remind people that, okay, I know how to get views. Like, I know how to get views. I can just be controversial. But it's like, that's not me. I don't like using other people's names, especially in that way, to get views. I just don't like to do that. So, like I said, bro, I'm not gonna sell out in that way, bro. That's just not gonna happen. Bro, no homo. I got all love for you, man. You truly are great, bro. I hope you figure everything out in all aspects of life. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I got nothing but love for you too. I still have that sticky note from that comment that you made back in 2020. You're definitely one of the true original OGs on this channel, bro. So I appreciate you. And everything, it's not even a matter of me figuring everything out. I just know that everything will resolve itself at this point. Like I said, bro, I'm just controlling what I can control. Everything else is beyond me. How did you learn about spirituality? I was introduced to spirituality at a young age by my dad. He's the one that put me on to meditation and manifestation and things like that. Taught me about channeling, just all of these different concepts. Like, this is stuff that I've just always known about. But once I turned 20, was it? No. Once I turned 19, once I experienced the events of Soul Shock, that was kind of like the reawakening in a sense. Like, all the information that had been lying dormant came to the surface all at once. No, I think we've learned to apply the content that some dipped out because we tapped in with game already. That's another thing. Like, okay, and this is something as a self-development YouTuber, even as like a life coach, right? Something that I like to tell my clients is that if you have to keep coming back to me for coaching calls like over and over and over and over again, I'm not doing my job correctly. So I feel like the YouTube channels that impacted me the most, I don't even watch them anymore. I don't watch them anymore because their videos actually worked. So, like I said, like, it's kind of a fine line in self-development when it comes to, like, okay, doing content creation for the sake of doing content creation. You have to go in a different route. Like, you have to make videos in a certain way to get people to click, right? But my thing is, I want people to actually apply what I teach them. You get me? Like, I don't want people to just be reliant on my content on a day-to-day basis to where they feel like they can't live their lives without my content. So, and that was another thing that I realized during therapy. Like, I'm like, damn, I might be too good at my job type shit. But, you know, like I said, man, it just comes down to, are you willing to sacrifice the numbers for the sake of personal fulfillment and actually making an impact? And answer that question. I love that Jordan ain't trying to sell out. Here's the thing though about that. Even if I just decided, oh, you know what, I'm gonna sell out. I'm gonna just start doing stuff for views. I can't. Like, something about me, bro, I have this like internal mechanism that won't let me fall too far out of alignment with my true self. So even if I wanted to sell out, I just can't do it. Because then the joy for YouTube would be gone and then I can't do YouTube. Now YouTube becomes a job. And it's like, what's the point of, I don't really see the point in selling out. Like, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of doing YouTube, which is freedom. The videos with less views have the most game anyways. This is facts, bro. This is something that I've noticed on my channel specifically, bro. Some of my best videos that I've ever made got the least views. A lot of them, they got more views over time. But like at the time, I'm like, bro, I am dropping gems in these videos and people are watching them. But I know that the people who are watching them, they're actually getting something out of them. Instead of me just turning on the camera and talking for 10 minutes. And people are just like, oh, you know, yeah, take cold showers. Like, I mean, yeah, like that stuff can be helpful, but I don't know. This man said, "Where's the bald head? Scam." Scam is crazy, bro. Scam is crazy. This man probably still think I'm 17. Are you not? I swear to, I thought you and Connor, you're both about like 17, right? 17, 18. Will you ever visit Africa? Absolutely. I want to go on a world tour. How many risks have you took in life? I would say I've taken more risks in the past 3 years, the past 4 years, than I took in the other 18 years combined. So I was always a risk averse person growing up, but I've made up for lost time in that regard. But I don't just take risks for the sake of taking risks. I take risks out of faith. I always follow my faith and my intuition. And so shit will look like a risk at the time, but in retrospect, it'll be the most logical decision. Like dropping out of school, to me, at the time, it seemed like a risk, but I look back and I realized that there really wasn't that much of a risk at all. Like the risk would have been staying in school and doing that knowing that I didn't actually want to be there. That's a risk. Tips on where to meet more females naturally. No Tinder shit or the gym because I'm deathly afraid of girls there. One way you can actually meet a lot of girls is to go on Omegle. I remember, bro, there were some girls that I met on there where I would talk to them for like we'd have like 5 hour long conversations, bro, on Omegle, and I wouldn't even know their names, bro. I wouldn't even know their names. We'd be on there listening to music, talking, and then we'd just never talk to each other again. But you can meet girls on there though. And I do agree that going to trying to meet girls at the gym is kind of shaky because most people aren't really there to talk to people like that. But I don't know. It's kind of a situational thing, man. If you see a girl just like staring at you and all that, then shoot your shot, bro. Go for it. No-fap videos get cringe at a certain point. I feel like no-fap videos can get cringe for the people who don't struggle with no-fap. But for the people who actually struggle with that shit can come in handy, bro. That shit really can come in handy. When are you getting a tattoo on your arms? I already have one. I have this one right here. My homie gave me this one out of his apartment back in 2020. I think it was about 2 years ago, actually. September 2020. Will you continue to upload content to your other channel? I need to see, bro. I had somebody doing the clips for me. I don't know if he's put any more clips or not. I need to go and check. But if not, then no. But if he did, then yeah. Are you religious? I am spiritual. Get your curls back, bro. It was fresh. No, absolutely not. If I do anything other than what I have right now, I'll actually no. This is it, bro. Like this is pretty much it. I don't really see another alternative, other than like going completely bald. That's the only alternative that I see. What are your favorite books? I actually made a video about that back in probably July, maybe June or July. I made a video like this summer where I showed you guys the 11 books that changed my life. Go and look at that video. What are you reading now? Right now, I am rereading The Power of Now. There we go. I'm rereading The Power of Now. And after I finish that book, I'm reading Bryce Wilson's book, How to Be a Winner. And then after that, I'm probably just going to reread another book. Probably The Alchemist after that. Would you sell out for 5 mil? No, like that's the thing, bro. Like selling out, there's no amount of money that's worth it. I don't get how people do that. Like I really don't. I don't see like what's the point? What's the point of having all that money if you're not at peace with yourself? Like that kind of I don't know, bro. Like I said, me personally, I chose to do YouTube and I chose to work for myself because I like the freedom. And so if I'm selling out, I lose the freedom. At that point, I might as well go work a 9 to 5, because at least with a 9 to 5, I won't have the freedom, but I also won't have the stresses associated with running your own shit. Because anytime anything goes wrong, the responsibility falls squarely on my shoulders. So there has to be a trade-off somewhere, bro. I can't trade my freedom in if I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't understand it. Do you think looks maxing is a bad thing that stems from low self-esteem? It can. It definitely can. And I think a lot of people, they'd be disappointed to realize that changing your looks won't necessarily... Having good looks is not a substitute for loving yourself. It's not. So I feel like you should always go within first and let looks maxing or any other self-development practice or endeavor be the byproduct, be the reflection of the self-love that you already have. Same with your purpose. Your purpose is an expression, not a source. It's an expression of your fulfillment, not a source of fulfillment. Jordan, do you still play ball? I played basketball yesterday. Me and my friend, we played against these two like high schoolers, bro, and they beat us. I said it's time. It's time to retire, bro. It's over for me. I don't really hoop like that anymore though, because I lift. And like lifting, I feel like lifting on its own or basketball on its own is fine, but doing both, I feel like that's when you start getting injured. At least for me. One way I've learned to talk to girls more is going shopping, and mainly fashion shops. I remember looking for skincare products and talking to a girl who worked there about them and had a good combo. Exactly, bro. Retail is a great place to find women. Whether you work there or whether you shop there, you're going to see women there. I remember one time, bro, I was walking in the mall and this girl stopped me. She was like one of those people who was selling like perfume samples out the front door of the store. And she was pretty good looking too. She's probably a little bit older than me, maybe like 27, 26, whatever. I think this was like late last year though. But I was like dressed to the nines, bro. Like I was wearing my overcoat, my turtleneck, probably out on the Gucci belt, all that. And so she stopped me. She's like, "Hey, I like your outfit." I said, "I appreciate you. You know, you're I forgot. I said something back like, "Oh, you know, you're easy on the eyes yourself," or something like that. And then, man, she said, she was like, "Yeah, where'd you get it? I want my boyfriend to start dressing like that." I was like, "Fuck, man, that's bullshit." It's tough. Someone told me that when you get a buzz cut, it's really difficult to go back. This is facts, bro. It's facts. The only thing is I wish my hair didn't grow as fast, because I only have a buzz cut for like 3 days. And then after that, I just have a low cut. And it just, so I have to keep getting my hair cut every single week. But what do you do if you overthink about stuff? So when you're overthinking about stuff, the first thing you need to do is detach from your mind. So the moment that you observe your mind and you observe your overthinking, you're honest with where you are mentally, that's when you detach from your mind, because now you're observing your mind from the outside looking in. And that's when you find your true self. And when you detach your life force energy from your mind, when you withdraw it from your mind, a lot of times those thoughts will naturally begin to subside because you've taken the energy from them. So give less of your energy to your mind and give more of your energy to present moment awareness. One like visual practice that I want you guys to try anytime you're overthinking or if you're scared or anything, this has gotten me through these past couple months too, is imagine yourself watching your life on like a movie screen or a TV screen. Just imagine yourself sitting there and watching your life. And that'll help you detach from your mind. Or just better yet, watching your thoughts on a TV. Why does it seem so much easier to talk to guys than girls? I get so nervous around girls, bro. Because you have a fear of rejection. That is why. make more workout videos, bro. If you guys want me to make a workout video, you have to go and watch the what I eat in a day video, bro. Because if you don't watch that video, that makes me think that you don't want to see that. You don't care about putting on muscle or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna make the workout video. But you gotta go and watch that video first, and then I'll make a workout video. But I guess at some point I'm gonna make a workout video either way. But the more you guys watch that video, the sooner I'll make the workout video. Because like I said, I done cracked the code, bro. I done figured this shit out. This whole workout shit, I done figured it out now. How much money did you have when you started a YouTube channel? I feel like I don't have much money to start a YouTube channel, and I want to know before I quit my job, before I start a channel. I was broke, bro. I think I had quit my job at PacSun in September of 2018 to go to college. I started my YouTube channel April 2019, and I had not worked a single day in that time frame. Now, when I quit PacSun, I probably had $2,000 at most, bro. $2,000 to my name. Not in savings, $2,000 to my name. And I took a trip to LA, so that was probably like $600 gone. I probably had like $800 left or $500 left or something like that, bro. Yeah. In fact, I had to go and get a job at H&M in order to fund my YouTube career. Because I invested like very, very aggressively into my channel. I probably spent upwards of $3,000 before I ever made my first penny on YouTube. Is there a reason why you like wearing silver jewelry over gold? This is actually white gold. All my jewelry is gold, but it's white gold. I like white gold because it just matches my aesthetic better, and I don't like to mismatch my jewelry. So since all of this is white gold, I like my jewelry to match. But I used to wear gold a lot in high school. Fake gold, but gold. Bro, I love all your what I eat in a day videos. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like those videos, they take a lot more effort. But like, I don't know. I was kind of excited to make that one just because, like I said, I cracked the code. I finally figured this shit out. But like I said, man, if y'all want me to do a workout video, y'all gotta get that video up, bro. Run that video up. How do I talk to a girl without coming across as weird? It kind of goes back to what I said earlier about not being able to please everyone. You're going to be weird to somebody. No matter who you are, no matter how you portray yourself, you're going to be weird to somebody. So it's just a matter of being yourself. And if you guys are compatible, then you're compatible. If you're not, you're not. How do I start a convo if a girl looks at me in public? I'm not good at making conversations out of thin air. Like I said, bro, it's context. It's all about context, okay? So like, if you're just at the mall or something like that, you go up to her and you just introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, be straightforward, keep the interaction short and sweet with stuff like that, especially if it's like one of those things where you're passing by each other and you just happen to lock eyes or whatever. She smiles at you, yada, yada, yada. Hey, my name is Yo Man. What's your name? Nice to meet you. I saw you looking at me. You look like, you look good. I was wondering if I can get your number. Like, just be upfront, bro. Don't like beat around the bush with stuff like that. Now, if it's something where it's like in school and it's just some like casual shit, like where she just keeps staring at you, then you can start you can play more of the long game in that sense. But if you feel like you're never going to see that girl again, then just keep it as upfront as possible. How can you face rejection? I'm going to give you some homework, bro. For anybody who's afraid of rejection, this is what I did, okay? Granted, it was a lot easier for me because I did public interviews. I want anybody who's afraid of rejection, this week, okay, this upcoming week, your goal is to go out and get rejected by 3 girls. You got to get rejected by 3 girls. Go and ask for their number. Have the mindset that, okay, I'm trying to get rejected. And once you get rejected, you'll realize that the shit doesn't actually matter, right? Then from there, you say, okay, now I'm going to actually try to get their numbers. And if I get rejected, it's fine because rejection doesn't matter. Don't take rejection personally, bro. Don't take rejection personally. A lot of times people, they struggle to deal with rejection because they feel like the person is rejecting them at the essence of their being. But how can they reject you at the essence of your being if they don't even know who you are? Jordan, if you had 10 cars on the list, what would you get? Um, 10 cars. Damn, that's a lot. Just off rip, bro, I get a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a Ferrari F8 Tributo. I get a Lamborghini Huracan Spider. I get a BMW M5. Maybe what I want, the competition sport? Yeah, competition sport package. I get a Hellcat Challenger. I get a I don't really. Why would I? I don't even think I'd ever need 10 cars. Like, what's? I mean, shit. That's all I really need, bro. So, like, give me those five. I guess a Maybach. I'll take a Maybach S. I'll take a S580. I don't think I really need an S680. Maybach S580. Um, that's probably it. Honestly, that's probably it. No. BMW E30 M3. I want an E30 M3. I think that's 8. Give me a C8 Corvette and give me a. I'll just keep my current car, the BMW 330i. That'd probably be my 10. That's my 10 car lineup. Were you scared to move out and live on your own or had anxiety? No, I wasn't. I was excited. I was very, very excited to live on my own. Even like the intimidation factor of having to learn how to cook and do laundry and shit like that, to me, it was worth it. It was worth the trade-off because having that solitude is very, very valuable to me. Do you think if you had an unlimited amount of money, life as a whole wouldn't be as fulfilling? I was talking about this with my friends earlier. It's an interesting topic because everyone answers differently. So I feel like the thing is, I don't really make my sense of fulfillment contingent on money anymore. What I've realized is fulfillment is solely contingent on present moment awareness, on your ability to put as much of your energy into the present moment as possible. And you can do that with no money to your name. So I don't really think that there's much of a correlation. I get what you're saying in the sense that people wouldn't necessarily have anything to strive for, but I feel like you shouldn't really strive for money in that way. Like, I don't think that should be the end goal, in my opinion. And I'm just speaking from experience because I've done it before, and then I got some money, and I didn't feel any more fulfilled. If anything, I felt less fulfilled. So that's just my take on it. But I think I'm gonna answer one more question, bro. One more question, and then we're gonna end the stream. Jordan, you're built like a 2x4 shampoo and conditioner bottle. Daniel N, I appreciate the donation. Yo, Jordan, we still jumping those grandmas later? Of course, bro. Of course. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. I gotta answer like a real question though, bro. I need a real question. I'm disabled, but I'm not sure what to make YouTube content about. Make YouTube content about being disabled. There you go. Jordan Green, would you live in Miami? Probably not, no. If I had enough money to live in Miami, I'd probably rather live in LA, personally. What YouTube equipment should I use? Go to my website and click the button that says equipment. And that shows you all the equipment that I use for my videos. But with that being said, wait, hold on. How to get clear skin, because no matter what I do, my skin always gets pimples. I made multiple videos about that, bro. Just go to my last video, like how I got clear skin or how to get clear skin. Go and check that video out. But I appreciate all of you guys for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I definitely feel a lot better having done this stream. And yeah, I'm bald. And I'm also dropping a book November 11th of this year. So stay tuned for that. I've never been good at outros. You guys know this. So we're just going to kind of like, we're just going to click this end broadcast button and leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great day, great morning, great afternoon, evening, night, dusk, dawn, whatever time it is where you're at, wherever you are. I hope you're living your best life.